Magneto is an early, very early portal here onto the point with Enzo being here on the Doctor Strange, and OG Esports taking an extremely aggressive position. And notice they're still on the Winter Soldier, so it's a Winter Soldier matchup here, but in return it's also the Star-Lords. We're gonna have to watch for those flanks, watch for some of the aggressive plays.
Well, it's going to be Oblivione being way more aggressive here just with their tank line. You know, one side's running double shield, the other side running the thing. So Oblivione, I mean, they go in deep, but also immediately Jakes gets punished. So they're down a strategist early on. Enzo, if he's able to live, I think OG Esports is really well set up on this first fight. They are getting pushed back, though. Vastin might even be giving up first cap, even up one.
I mean, I think losing first cap here for the side of OG, as long as you just clean up this first fight, get the return cap, that's fine. 5% for winning the first fight, getting that better ultimate charge there, definitely a better trade, almost always when you're in these like domination king of the hill type of setups. So OG just gonna be controlling the point. I mean, what an early pick onto Jakes as well. I mean, typically you're never gonna lose that invisible. They're so reliable, they're so survivable, so losing a strategy like that so early is tough. Here's the initiation again, using that bulwark, just trying to put Forever into the middle of them.
Yeah, Forever diving into the back. Meanwhile, a little bit of counter dive coming in from Tanuki. Tanuki just getting plucked out of the sky by Demon. Both teams down one right now. Enzo under a lot of pressure. Ken gonna drop the God of Mischief into the invisible boundary. So OG Esports gonna use the boundary to stabilize a bit, get their players back into fray, and OG right now looking for a way in.
I mean, OG just sitting here on the point. There's going to be the Galactic Legend coming on out, but they have the boundary, so pretty much mitigates all the damage there. They can sit, play it safe, play it long. Is Tanuki going to pop the counter one? Can they find anyone? I mean, everyone's going to back up use creation. It looks like no one's going to go down really just yet. Oh, wait, actually one down for OG.
Nocta also is like holding on to the again here. Got one kill off the Kraken Impact. Now another reset, the third so far, and Nocta making it happen on the Winter Soldier into the backline. Exactly what Oblivione needed to get onto this point. So long as Nocta can live, Nocta dies to Enzo towards the end, and OG here, Vast, they're going to try and delay as long as possible with this Venom.
I mean, Enzo doing his best, just trying to stay up, but not going to last that long. But however, I think for OG Esports, looking to make their way in.
Also a swap from Enzo, no longer on the Strange, now on the Thing himself. Clobbering time in from Forever. Paswo getting Etsu off the rip. So 6v5 right now for Oblivione. They slow down the fight a little bit right now. More on OG Sports to make a move. Trade outs, both Star-Lords going down. As you see Forever right now, just swinging away in the front line. Pretty well supported. Now people dead that, you know, no one else should die.
Nearly about to equalize the bank as OG Esports need to make something happen.
There we go. Galactic Legend right now in from Demon, off to the side. OG Esports, meanwhile, going in. Enzo dropping the clobbering time, and it's a much better engage for OG. Two going down for Oblivione right away. Invisible boundary dropped. And we'll see how long Oblivione can delay. They use the God of Mischief on top of it, and right now they're down players. OG Esports trying to fully secure this. 84 to 76%. There'll be one more fight left for Oblivione if they give this up, so they're going for the reset right now as Tanuki finishes off 3.
I mean, they are definitely, I mean, they'll have another fight, but getting 3 really late contests, probably having to use the portal. That's exactly what they're doing there for Forever. Make it on through. They are going to have the Meteor, so there's a chance that they can maybe get one. They need anything.
Meteor M in from Oblivione. Paswo getting punished in turn. Etsu with 2. And it's looking like Oblivione gonna get cleaned up here on point. OG Esports able to claw back on over, take round 1 away. But, you know, Vast, as expected, likely gonna be a close one. Pretty back and forth for our first round.
And this is just some classic, I mean, just pretty much the classic, or rather the throne move, not the Odin's Archive. A lot of poke here on the top. And Enzo, where did he go?
He's gone. Enzo's completely gone. Stays, I think, was looking to maybe open with Meteor M, but it's not even going to happen. You lose your thing immediately. Etsu falls right after. Just a quick win in the neutral coming out from Oblivione, and should result in a longer first cap. Oh, Demon gets caught. OG Esports making something out of nothing right now. Stays right now. Might be thinking a little bit more of, you know what, dropping that Meteor M doesn't seem like too bad of an idea. Oblivione still gets first control, but OG now on to the point. Enzo back into the fray, and again, it's a quick recap by OG Esports.
Oh, and I mean, a bit of a misplay there as well, because they get the cap. Sure, they lost an early pick, or rather a late pick, and I thought they were just going to give it up, maybe come back in later, especially with down the ults, because you see them being invested now, just getting caught. All late picks just being brutal here for Oblivione.
Without investing a ton, and OG Esports might get baited into spending more in turn. So we'll see how this one works out. Galactic Legend gonna be popped here by Demon over the top. Oblivione looking to secure their advantage. OG Esports delaying a bit now with the invisible boundary. We'll see if that's enough. Forever dives into the back, drops the clobbering time. Nocta in for the follow through. And Oblivione doing this pretty well here so far. Meteor M, though, out in turn. They lose Jakes, and this is still winnable for OG Esports.
And still just able to play the God of Mischief with that copy on the Invisible Woman using the boundary. Very, very healthy, but they have to be careful. Tanuki dropping the Galactic Legend. They have the Meteor M to counter. Absorbs a lot of this damage. No one's going to go down, and they're going to get... They have to remove Tanuki, though. They have to make sure they get rid of him. They do.
They're trading out back and forth. It's very even still on both sides, which benefits OG. Still in control of the point. Oblivione right now. They can't really back out. They get Etsu. Is not going to be enough. Forever right now. Just laying the shots in the Doctor Strange. But the healing is there. Ken able to get pick off onto his counterpart. And Oblivione, they're going to get forced back here, Vast.
Getting the flip, but not able to hold it. I mean, OG Esports, we've talked about a lot. They just look so consistently good when the ult economy there. You see them come in, looking in control. All they need to really worry about right now is, okay, don't get caught by the clobbering time. Don't make sure we don't have to use anything too early. Make sure to also not lose anyone to Nocta, who's about to have, or rather to Demon, who's about to have the Galactic Legend. Yeah,
I mean, Galactic Legend is what they're going to open with here. Demon creating a little bit of opportunity. Great, Snay though, able to take down Nocta early on. Oblivione down one. They've used both Clobbering Time and Galactic Legend, both down. Now OG Esports going to clone the Invisible Boundary. And for OG, this is looking like a smooth map 1 victory right here at Vast. Just clean up from here on out. Etsu, Kraken Impact. Should be enough to seal the deal, perhaps. See if Oblivione can delay, but they're on their last life. Invisible Boundary gonna get dropped. We'll see how long they can delay. It's enough to get
Jason on Draco putting a masterclass there, ZP. I mean, using the passive to survive, to dodge the Culling back there for the Cracking Impact, and Jake's popping the Invisible Boundary. Now, Oblivione staying alive here on the point. It was a masterclass from the strategist for Oblivione.
Tanuki, Galactic Legend here on the top looking for a thing. Instead, just gets plucked out of the sky from Passivo. Oblivione staying alive. Nocta drop the Kraken Impact, finds Stays into the back, looking for more. 2 here so far, has another one in him, goes into the back. And Nocta, clean up Oblivione off the verge of defeat, making something happen here at Vast. 60%.
And I thought it was from the strategist for Oblivione on Draco. Jake's perfectly just cycling the usage of their cooldowns, cycling the use of the boundaries. There's the Bionic Hook. Trooper's Fist gonna bring him in. Can they finish him off?
It's close, but not quite enough. OG coming in. Both strategists ults up. The tools you need to go in here. They even get the early pickoff, but they lose Snays in the process. The Invisible Boundary not hitting in time to save Snays. So that is rough. Now Jakes laying in the damage. Invisible
the isolation
right now. Yeah. And on the other side though, Etsu, Kraken Impact, takes down Jakes, gets rid of that threat. OG looking for a way back into the point. Invisible Boundary soon to be fading here for Oblivione. Eye of Agamotto gonna be used here by Forever. Is any fall through gonna be had? Nocta finds Enzo off of it. They're gonna get a little bit more. Demon in the top. Galactic Legend finds another, and Oblivione here, Vast, might have done it.
There's a chance. I mean, no ults left up for OG Esports. Nocta about to have another Kraken Impact. They have to make sure not to lose. Going down, but I think with the Kraken Impact, they should be able to just seal it. There's just no way. They don't have enough sustain. They're waiting for the respawns. Yeah, they can't even touch. And Oblivione playing that masterfully. I just, everything goes back to that play. This might be the first time we actually get to analyze an opener and just see like, okay, what are they actually going to do? Hopefully no one goes down immediately, because it looks like currently it's just going to be a skirmish for the high ground, which makes a lot of sense for Odin's Archive.
It's actually pretty interesting. We get neutral fight 2 at the 3rd round. Usually someone has ultimate ready to go. I guess Passivo gets Meteor M pretty quick to start things off here. So look at Passivo, how this is going to be used here. He uses it raw or waits for another ultimate here as a counter. Right now it appears to be holding off. Got Mischief up here for Andre. So Oblivione gonna have that in reserve. Both teams strategist ults just about up, and Jakes goes down! Etsu, again, the pick in the neutral before ultimates get used. Invisible Boundary used by OG. Off the early pick here, Vast, they just want to secure it, and it looks like they're gonna do that.
And honestly, I mean, Etsu just completely owned that point. Etsu, with putting Demon here onto the Storm to get the value from those aura.
Oh man, you just saw Tanuki get low there for a second. Enzo though, holding in the back, clobbering time ready to go. Forever already used it now. Snays dropping the Meteor M. Tanuki does finish off Forever. So already up 1 is OG in this fight. Kraken Impact now, dropped by Etsu. Nocta though, is Kraken Impact far more severe. 2 already, make it 3. And that's gonna be a quick comeback here for Oblivione onto the point.
I'm loving the storm swap there. I'm loving the storm swap. I mean, I get an incredible amount of value early just off the aura, getting AoE damage like crazy. Because remember, when you do the goddess boost, you're also dropping AoE lightning. Everyone, take it. Lightning, lightning, lightning. Jack Black voice in the Minecraft movie. Lightning, the flint and steel. And so I think overall, like, this is a really good engage for Oblivione. And Jake's, again, showing the value of Invisible Woman in the Strategist when they pop the Invisible Boundary and just immediately bringing Etsu back into that boundary, allowing for the kill.
Mega Hurricane gonna be the choice here for Oblivione, opening up the fight. See if anything's gonna go there. And Enzo, though, immediately finds Jake's Etsu on the fall through. So Mega Hurricane not gonna be amounting to anything. A very clean counterfight here.
To just hold aggressively, try to force cooldowns, try to farm ults very, very aggressively up on the high ground. And the hard part is just getting out, trying to break the hold and getting back to the point.
I think right now, if you're OG, the one thing you don't give massive value to the passive coming on in. The Meteor M set to go here off the rip, and Nocta right now looking for any pull. Now Tanuki. Now hanging on to the Galactic Ledge for OG. OG actually backing up, using the space to their advantage right now, letting the point tick up before the full engage. Now, Invisible Boundary going to be dropped here early on both sides. Tanuki holding on to the Galactic Legend. Meteor M still being held by Pasuo. Waiting, Blaster Barrage into the back. Still just looking for anything low. Now, gonna drop the Galactic Legend. Pasuo countering in turn with the Meteor M. Pasuo gets one, but so does Stays on the other side. Both Meteors striking, both teams down one, but losing the support significantly, I think, worse for Oblivione. OG more sustained, but Demon's able to get onto Alex in the back. So this is still very even. Kraken Impact now gonna get used. You see Enzo Vast holding on to Agamotto, doesn't get an opportunity to use it.
They just have to wait for the Mega Hurricane. A Mega Hurricane out here. Gonna be hunting. Gonna find one. Etsu down. There's the bonus health as well. Damon putting so much damage here onto the point. That's all they need to get another. And I think Damon just surviving long enough has finally made the flip happen. And also,
OG though still in a pretty good spot. They got 2 fights left to take the round. So Oblivione gonna have to hold through 2 setups here on defense. I think key for Oblivione, don't lose anyone in the neutral forever right now, getting absolutely pounded through the front, able to get healed back up, but space is given in turn. Enzo now diving in, Agamotto. Is the fall through going to be there? Oblivione still holding on strong. Jake's dropping boundary in response. Etsu, though, is able to pluck Demon out of the sky, giving OG the 6v5 advantage. Everyone's still healthy. God of Mischief popped here by Ken. Invisible Boundary soon to follow. Clobbering Time used by Forever, trying to even the tail, and instead it's Nocta getting picked off. OG surgically taking down Oblivione. The Kraken Impact now coming in. And can Oblivione hold on here right now? OG is looking very good on this attack, Vast.
I mean, there's just no damage. There's no damage left here. I mean, such a crucial picks early. It's just 2 strategists and Pasuo versus the world. And I mean, it's just the Vanguard. It's the strategists. They're trying to come back. Going with the Doctor Strange, so they just get back early. But with the Meteor in there, they gotta get one. They do. Pasuo does it again.
Found Tanuki on the upper level. Oblivione back onto the point. OG now getting forced back down 2. Somehow, someway, Oblivione back in. Now in more control of the fight than not. OG trying to find a way back in. You're looking forever right now. Over and in, both teams trying out. It's Ken that goes down. That's rough for OG, down more in supports, but they get Andre in turn. Both teams now down to Loki. Is looking for on one side. The emergency Spider-Man swap Tanuki over and in. Looking for Invisible Woman on the side. Can he finish it? She's so low, but no, can't quite finish it off. Saved by Pasuo. Just playing defense on the other end. It's nothing but pandemonium right now, Avast.
Oh, the regeneration domain here, so clutch. But I mean, they're just down so many players. They're staggered. They need something. They need a Galactic Legend to get a mini, but they have the boundary. And I think this is just going to end it here, ZP.
The boundary securing things for OG, perhaps. Oblivione now just trying to rush on some point. They lose another 2. It's just like, anyone, touch, go on, go over, touch. But OG, good on the cleanup, holding it out in the end. A wild map 1.
You run really fast, like that guy that drinks all the serotonin. So immediately high ground control coming out from Oblivione as well. So just making sure, and also with the storm pick here as well for Demon. I mean, which makes a lot of sense. This is not a very big map. You get a lot of value from the aura.
Unfortunately, though, Nocta got picked super early. OG, Ari with the advantage in the neutral. Tanuki, though, getting really low. Demon in hot pursuit. Tanuki, though, able to shake it. Nearly got 2-shot. Didn't quite happen. And now, Enzo laying in the haymakers directly in the Forever. Forever, again, real low. The finishing damage not there yet. Tanuki, though, taking down Jake's. And Tanuki just crushing the backline right now, Avast.
Already close to several ults. Looking to hold extremely aggressively, probably drop Tanuki on them with the bulwark.
they're looking for. You have the early thing engage here. Oblivione looking for a way in. I mean, I think ideally they just wait a little bit to Mega Hurricane. They're nearly there. You just build ults in neutral is, I think, where they're at. OG with more in their bank here already. Got a Mischief gonna be used here. Ult taken though, not used here just yet. But here we go, Demon into the back. Omega Hurricane. This is gonna be Oblivione's opening here. Got a Mischief backing it up. Clobbering time going to be invested, though, in response by Enzo to slow down the engage, and it's Andre getting caught. Alex with the pick. Oblivione down 1. Kraken Impact coming out at the same time. OG Esports down 1, but Galactic Legend in from Tanuki trying to finish out the fight here from the top. In response here is Pasua with the Meteor M into the backline. Oblivione still in the fight. Invisible Boundary used a little bit later, but with 2 picks towards the end. OG finding a way through.
And their strat there was actually relatively unique. And once again, you talk about the power of Invisible Woman. They tried to go really aggressively, get into the back, drop the Invisible Boundary, and then force them to use their own before using the Force Physics to push them. For Jake's try to push everyone out so they could get value there from the Omega Hurricane. But unfortunately, it just wasn't timed properly. Just weren't able to get it. It's a very, very small window to work there. So OG Esports is having the much better ult economy for the longer fight. And now Oblivione, I mean, we're approaching a last fight territory. They got to get on in.
Now, the question is for Snays, do you save the Meteor M or just use it? You could just drop it into the doorway right now, 94%, and they get the pick into the neutral. The easy pick on the Forever, and the danger here at Vast is that if OG wins this fight cleanly, they just get to carry on their economy into the next round as Snays finds another. Oblivione down 2. They're going to burn what they have in their ult bank here. They keep this one alive. They open up with the Invisible Boundary. We now looking here, Nocta into the back, punished by Snays, doesn't get much going. And OG, a very strong defense to finish it out.
Yeah, and this point, like we talked a bit about how just domination, because I've seen teams do it a lot, but that's fair. I mean, everyone loves the Invisible Woman instead. That's why you can't trust the spawn doors. It's like, oh, especially when you're dealing with like things like Jeff and Rocket, just you get a little bit of value early before the spawn doors open. Swap it up is Forever getting absolutely shot.
Yeah, he was getting shredded from all ends there. Tanuki onto the side, punishes Demon, who tried to come in from the back. And just like that, it is a super quick fight in the neutral for OG, and Enzo just gets to casually walk forward. Quick control here for OG.
And Oblivione looking a little
being held in the tank here so far. Galactic Legend ready for both sides at this point. Demon gonna be the first one to pop it in the backline. Takes down Alex, a massive early pick with the Galactic Legend. We'll see if they get a little bit more. Andre able to take down Snays, and very nice engage here from Oblivione at Vast.
Honestly, that really shouldn't have happened. I mean, they knew they were up on high ground. They knew they were coming up from there.
Also, the picture-in-picture. This is good production tech.
Look at that.
I love it.
Yeah, look at that.
All right, so you see the portal coming on in. Quick engage here from OG. Oblivione really needing to win this fight. Nocta hang on to the back. Meteor M gonna be used. Kraken Impact done in response. Nocta just drops into middle. Now going to the back, looking for his counterpart. Winter Soldier on the left side. Meanwhile, though, it's just 2 quick picks here from OG. Invisible Boundary helping secure it all, and just like that, Avast, they're back. They got control. Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna have to go back in. Hope Forever gets a good clobbering time to set things up. Tanuki right now. Hang on to Galactic Legend. Both Star-Lords being pretty aggressive at popping it early into the fight. Forever, meanwhile, going in, looking for the proper opportunity to press Q, get this party started. Drops a clobbering time, gonna get the Invisible Boundary dropped in response from OG. Both teams still at a full 6-on-6. Andre dropping Invisible Boundary for Oblivione in turn. Agamotto, though, gonna be used here by Enzo, and it's full cleanup afterwards. A perfectly timed eye. Demon dropping Galactic Legend later into the fight, but this is rough. Now, I'm not even sure they get a full attempt here.
I mean, they could probably portal. They're gonna have to try to portal here for Pasua. That's exactly what they're gonna do. I don't know if they can make it in time even. I just don't think it's gonna be possible.
I don't think this portal's get it. 98, 99, no. And no, that is OG taking the second map, flying through it here. A much more dominant. You just go.
He does do a lot of damage. He does a lot of damage, and he is very mobile. So I mean, it could work. Okay, immediately frozen by the absolute zero, and they've left him alone.
And he's back. He's back. He's poking around. It's DPS Jeff. We'll see how long this is effective, but for now, just showing that he can deal with the other undersea creatures right now. It's actually Jeff's domain, and he's dead.
I mean, Namor is the Lord of the Seas, right? So I mean, Namor said, "Okay, actually, this is my domain, so get out of there." And there's going to be the pick, the duelist Jeff, not paying dividends currently, as Tanuki, look at think they're going to steal with it or stick with it as Nocta just controls the high ground here. A lot of
I mean, sticking with the Jeff, we'll see how it goes. I mean, maybe it's just for the Devour, trying to get some value of that towards the end. I don't know, it's interesting times we live in, but for now, Oblivione not giving up anything on the defense. OG losing stays early, Nocta able to find the pick. Invisible Boundary dropped by Ken, but it wasn't in time to save Snays. And for now, if you're Oblivione, you're pretty happy with this Avast. You can just hold back a little bit. Everyone's still plenty healthy. You got a nearly full ult bank to support it forever. Just casually gonna move forward while Snays is gone.
There's gonna be the clobbering time coming out in return. Fate of Both Worlds is available, is out, keeping everyone up as it's just gonna be a bit of a brawl here on the point. Looking for the picks, waiting, try to get past the card here, set up the meteor, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Trying to find one, can they?
Jeff's gonna eat him. He's gonna eat him and beat him.
Puckett just had to come in. Jeff's ult.
I mean, he could. I mean, he could. There is an area they can throw. They can't the map. It is theoretically possible.
I mean, that would be what the break racket, and he's going for it. Jeff, did he get anyone? He's moving.
He does.
He's moving.
He's got two.
He got the entire front line. He's taking him. He's taking him off the map. Jeff off the top rope into the.
Clobbering time, they're relatively close to is, but they got to get out. They have to make sure to get the touch. They are going to finally make it out. They have to make sure not to get caught in the clobbering time, but they caught here.
The clobbering time comes in. However, Demon's able to take down Enzo. This recontest still not bad right now for Oblivione. They lose Jakes though. Alex catching Jakes in the back line. Snays with another. Demon though into the back on the Etsu. Still very winnable here for Oblivione. Snays though hunting down the strategist. Gets rid of Andre. And it just Snays ripping up the side here. Is that gonna be enough for OG to get the first point? They are running out of time, only a minute left. But Oblivione also running out of players on the point.
It is a slow cleanup, but I think this is definitely gonna be a cleanup there. I mean, the split, the isolation there onto the back.
I mean, this is a little bit ridiculous, but hey, I am all here for it. Demon though, really early pick onto Etsu. Gonna put this attack from OG in a tougher spot, but Andre dropping Fate of Both Worlds. Here we go. Jeff, are you hungry? What are you feeling right now? The whale comes in. Jeff's not feeling too hungry about that. Snays gets getting taken down, and you have 2 down for OG. He might go for a reset here rather than throwing good money after bad, but they're getting staggered on top of it. Enzo getting taken down as Tanuki right now, setting up for the big Jeff flank.
Play the Jaws theme. Play the Jaws theme. Donna. I mean, just looking for it. They know. Okay, no, he's still not going to pop it just yet, but keeping the presence on him. Trying to poke in the backline. I mean, doing a decent amount of damage there to Strategist as they're going to get a pick. Nocta goes down.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff helped set up the pick. The Jeff was protected. Perhaps not so much a meme. Invisible Boundary dropped here by Oblivione. Etsu, Kraken Impact ready. Here comes Jeff.
Oh, there's 4!
He's seeing everything. He's 100.
He's doing it. Oh, he's doing it.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much like an incredible amount of their damage. All they really have to worry about now is Kraken Impact.
See if Oblivione can we get out of here to that point. They do not. OG off Jeff eating at the buffet. Avast just walk forward, get the second point. The Jeff Protect was real. We doubted.
I mean, we truly doubted. I mean, Jeff always has been a pick where you can do a decent amount of damage. Not a lot in the bank, but very close for Oblivione to have another 4 ults here. So this is their chance, ZP. They need to stop them right here, ideally on this choke, and get their ult bank up.
Their spirit has not been crushed by the Jeff play. Snays though, open up, Meteor M. Looking and looking, nothing coming off
locked
that.
by the blessings of the deep.
Whale, meanwhile, gonna be thrown into the mix. Demon getting Alex right off the back of it. Oblivione up 1. Clobbering time dropped by Enzo. The stems some of the push forward here. OG though still in a rougher spot. Enzo unable to get away. So this is gonna be more of a reset for OG.
Okay, and this is also where Tanuki has the eat here again. And this is where it's a lot harder to take someone off the map. You got a little bit more distance to cover. So I imagine they're going to use this. I mean, they could. They're still choked. Where's the chance? I mean, this is the play here for OG. They're just looking to set up here. Jeff waiting. Tanuki waiting.
You know, death approaches. Here we go. Looking for it one more time. Who's going to be in it? No one. That's a sad Jeff.
That's an extremely sad Jeff. And there's going to be the pick there on it. The Invisible Boundary does get used, but for Oblivione, this is fine. They've traded. However, they are a little bit further away from the spawns there than OG Esports, who gets to come back in with the Kraken Impact.
Etsu looking for a resets. Now, you have to earn those resets when you don't have Loki in the game, as it turns out. It's not free. Meteor M, though, off and ready. Takes down Alex. Both teams down to support. Oblivione doing a great job of burning time off the clock here so far. Clobbering time getting dropped here by Forever. Forever though might give his life for it. Can't get away. Clobbering time or no. Tanuki on the punish. Now on the other sea-based hero and more. Down by Demon, but not before getting some decent damage done in turn. Oblivione still on the back foot, getting forced back. And it's just OG now, Avast walking forward.
I mean, with the embattled leap, just making sure the and the Yancey Street charge, making sure the immobilization comes out there, just late pick there on the Demon. I mean, and also, I mean, is this the first fully aquatic player with Tanuki? Just did they have kills?
I think that's what we're seeing. I mean, it's clearly an aquatic focus. You cannot deny the reality being thrown in our faces right now. But here comes Enzo. OG. 10 seconds left on the time to finish this one out. Dropping the clobbering time. His fall through going to be there onto Magneto. Doesn't really look like it. Meanwhile, Etsu, though, was able to get Nocta into the back. Alex, Fate of Both Worlds. Coming on in. OG trying to push the advantage. 1 up right now. Fate of Both Worlds down the other side. Whale getting dropped into the back. Etsu getting 1, now 2. As Etsu just walking forward. Cracking impact after cracking impact. And that Avast may be enough for OG to finish this one out.
And just having the Hornet Proteus plus the Kraken Impact at the same time, no strategist ult, knocks down the players, Kraken Impact to put the culling effect, get the immediate finishes. It's exactly what you want to see.
Off of some really good focus fire attempts by OG. Now, though, we've got the crux of the choke point here. One of the harder areas to get through here so far.
Love to get that. They're trying to do it again. Every time the Yancey Street charge again with the organization. They just, and Tanuki takes down Forever. I mean, the second time they tried to find Tanuki on the flank, and it's just Namor doing so much damage, having so much survivability as well, especially when you have the combo there with the Frozen Spawn from Alex.
Yeah, it can be very, very rough, but first attempt right now, gone for Oblivione. Now, looking for a way back in Forever. Back in onto the point. Enzo, meanwhile, going to answer with the clobbering time. Etsu following the clobbering time up with the Kraken Impact. No resets here just yet, though. In fact, they lose Snaze. Snaze goes a little bit forward to help. Instead, gets focused down in turn. 2 up now is Oblivione. Nice opening to the fight here. Demon finding Ken towards the back end. And Avast, this could be it for the first point. Maybe they Strange Portal back in. Snaze is already on the Strange. We'll see if that's going to be enough.
I mean, they need to get rid of Tanuki. They need to get rid of Tanuki. They finally do. The clobbering time going to be invested there for Enzo as well. I mean, a little bit of an over-investment, all things considered. They did get some late picks, but here, I mean, they're just going to be walking on forward using the clobbering time of their own. And I think you talked earlier in the map about, okay, we need to see more from Demon. We need to see more from Nocta. I mean, Demon's pretty consistent, to be fair, but like, Nocta having a much better map. Demon as well, still looking really, really good. The duelist for Oblivione just opening up there. As I think there's going to be cap. I mean, even if they try to contest, they won't have any tanks. I mean, they can go for it, but they have to be really worried you're going to lose someone there on the entry. But looks like Enzo maybe wants to go for it.
They're going for it. Yeah, they just drop on down. Enzo, though, might just get bursted for it. But no, Ken's right there. Invisible Boundary. That's enough for OG Esports to get into the fight. However, Paswell, early Meteor M, could drop it with 1 Meteor. Looking, doesn't land it. OG still at a full 6. Horn.
Oh, my.
Massive Horn. Oh. But on the same note, OG hasn't fully evicted Oblivione here just yet. Instead, both teams desperately wounded. Oblivione extending here with the Luna ult, but Andre goes down. And Avast, it's enough for OG to get back onto the point.
I mean, that is just the worst possible situation. And look at the stagger onto Passio as well. I mean, that's the backbreaker. Just absolutely shattering the offense chance there. Oblivione, they're having to come back in. They're going to have the Kraken Impact, but there's still good ults up for OG Esports.
Again, kind of a hard mode, Kraken Impact. Snaze wants to end it here now, opening up with the Meteor M. It's huge! Gets 2, the combination with the clobbering time. Ooh. However, it's too decisive, Avast. It leaves time on the clock.
Open it up. And Demon, it all has to be on him.
All right, final attempt, 4.8 for Oblivione. The money match on the line. OG looking to get there for the first time. We'll see if they have it in them here. Oblivione, though, looking to stay alive. Final opportunity here on the path. Point A in progress. Etsu opens things up. Kraken Impact, Demon on the same side. Both Winter Soldiers looking and looking. Will there be any resets? Nocta takes down Tanuki. Oblivione, a little bit of life here, but they lose Passwell in turn. They down 2. OG Esports, Invisible Boundary, keeping them nice and healthy. Stays able to get Jakes. And it's looking like OG Esports will be in to the money match versus LG. Right after this, a strong first point hold on the path, and what a reversal from 2 weeks ago.
I mean, the spine is fully shattered.